Douglas Allen Bigford. It is the 23rd of August, 2022, about 8 a.m. here Pacific Standard Time. Broadcasting live out of my 105-year-old house here in Klamath Falls, Oregon, which is my hometown. I am a self-taught psychiatrist, therapist, and counselor. The reason I am self-taught, I have thousands of hours of studying how the brain functions, called the science of the mind. You don't have to have a college degree to learn something, okay? I have taught myself how the brain works. So it makes me qualified as a psychiatrist, because I'm self-taught, to be your psychiatrist, your therapist, and counselor free of charge. I specialize in emotional, sexual, and physical abuse. There have been billions, I said billions with a B, folks, of people that have been through all three of those things. I'm a victim of all three of them. Okay, it happened to me by my parents when I was a child, so I carried it my whole life. But there's billions, like I said, of you out there that has happened to you too. We have been trained and taught through the television, through the churches, the social media, the state governments, that it is a weakness to ask for help. It's not true, folks. It is strength to ask for help. We all need help at some time. We're not invincible, unlike what the television tries to tell everybody, right? So I'm offering 1 hour sessions a week, 4 times a month. Call me at 458-232-5238 to schedule your first therapy session. Since I was emotionally and physically and sexually abused as a child, and throughout my whole life up till 65 years old, I have, because of all my knowledge of how the brain functions, I've taught myself how to heal myself. I can help you, teach you how to heal yourself also. Since I did it, I can help you do it, and that's why I'm offering 1 hour sessions 4 times a month, free of charge. The only thing you're going to have to buy is this book right here, The Portable Therapist. Very cheap. It will come to your front door on Amazon, okay? So, when you call me and you want to start therapy, what's going to happen is you're going to have to get very honest with yourself and then be honest with me and consider me your therapist, your psychiatrist, your counselor, and trust me, okay, if you want to get healthy-minded. Because, and if you don't want to get honest with yourself and with me, then you're wasting my time and you're wasting your time. So just know that before you call me, okay? Because I'm here to help somebody. I'm sincere. I'm real, okay? And I'm telling you, you don't know what you're missing by having an unhealthy mind. And anyway, so I am on YouTube and Facebook for absolutely one reason, and help you fix your unhealthy mind. That's the absolute only reason I'm here, okay? I'm not here looking for a woman or any of the other reasons that people get on Facebook and YouTube for. So, in order to get a healthy mind and be positive about how, where, and what you are, okay, you have to attain and maintain a thing called self-esteem. What self-esteem is, it's also known as self-worth, self-confidence, self-love. It's how you feel about yourself from inside out, right? Think of self-esteem as this way. We've all been in romantic relationships. Okay? You know that good feeling when you first meet that person? You know, you're on cloud nine, he or she's on cloud nine, you're bragging to all your family and friends about how great these people are, they're your soulmate, you're going to die together, you can't wait to be with them, you want to hang out with them 24/7. So what self-esteem is that good feeling towards yourself. Dr. Susanna McMahon, 73, lives in Madrid, Texas with her husband, wrote this book, The Portable Therapist, has a doctorate in psychology and also has a master's in philosophy, and also is my trainer and has taught me everything I know about psychiatry and therapy and counseling. Wrote this book in 1992, or published in 1992. 30 years ago, folks, and every lesson, question, chapter in it talks about how we've been trained and taught not to have a healthy mind and not to have self-esteem. She has the formal degree, okay? She went to college for many years to obtain it, right? So people would hire her as a psychiatrist, therapist, and counselor to fix their unhealthy minds. So she's had thousands of clients, but they would pay her big bucks, unlike what I'm going to do for you for zero, nothing, okay? And I have all her wisdom, and I have all her knowledge. It's like OJT, okay? On the job training, I've been on the job training with this lady for pushing 2 years now, right? And I continue to learn more about the mind because of her and psychiatry, right? Because she is my trainer. Anyway, so like I said, every lesson question talks about how we've been trained and taught not to have self-love, self-esteem, or have a healthy mind. There's absolutely only one way that you can get a healthy mind, and that's to attain and maintain self-esteem. So she knew this when her clients would hire her, right? So she had to come up with a way to tell her clients to do so they could give themselves self-esteem. Nobody can give you self-esteem except for you. So here's that very simple concept. It's called mirror therapy. You look at yourself in the mirror and say 4 things. I love you. I love my inner child. I'm worthy to be loved. I'm worthy to love. I am full of goodness. Those 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily, without fail, will give you self-esteem instantaneously. I kid you not. But to maintain that self-esteem, it's like you have to practice it. It's like lifting weights. If you lift weights for a while and you stop, you have to start over from scratch. Self-esteem is the exact same thing for the brain, okay? So you'll have to say those 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily for the rest of your life. Literally, it'll take you less than 10 seconds instead of criticizing yourself. We're all in front of the mirror every day. And as we get older, we start criticizing ourselves in front of the mirror, whether you think it or say it. So the reason that she came up with mirror therapy and why it's so powerful and why I'm teaching this. We cannot lie to ourselves in the mirror. It's a psychological event that happens in your brain. You can't look dead straight in your face and say something you don't believe about yourself. It's why you can very easily criticize yourself in front of the mirror, because that's how you feel about yourself. You can't say good things to yourself in the mirror, and those 4 things are a very good thing to say to yourself in the mirror every day, because you don't feel that way about yourself. You don't believe it about yourself, and you can't lie to yourself in the mirror. So, the very first time you do it, folks, you will have to force yourself to do it. it's going to feel very strange and awkward. Even when I tell you that, you're going, whoa, that sounds crazy. So you got to force yourself beyond that weird feeling and just do it anyway. The more you say it, the more you feel it, and the more you're going to believe it. Okay? And it works. Trust me, it worked on me. That's why I'm very confidently spreading this message all over Facebook and YouTube, and I have been for pushing 2 years. Okay? It's my life's work to teach you how to get a healthy mind and attain and maintain self-esteem, because you can't have a healthy mind without it. Okay? Self-esteem is the absolute most important thing you can have as a human being, and here's why that is. There's 2 things. We can't be content without it. What content means is you feel good about how, where, and what you are. It's also known as internal peace. There are 12 things that people are using to try to be content. Or you burn yourself with cigarettes. Self-harm, right? All the social media, including Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, drugs, all forms of drugs, including caffeine and nicotine, folks. Caffeine's a stimulant. Nicotine is like a opiate, calms you down. Caffeine revs you up. It's like speed. Okay. All forms of alcohol, including wine. Right. My 4th marriage, a woman just drank red wine, she said, but she turned out to be an alcoholic, and it completely destroyed our marriage. That was just one of the things. Sex. Okay. People are using that too. And all forms of sex too, right? Food. People are using food to make themselves feel better, okay? And then they overeat, and then they get overweight, so it makes them feel worse about themselves because they overate, okay? Television. It's a huge one. You turn on the boob tube, it makes you feel good while you're watching it, right? And as soon as you turn it off, that feel good goes away. Gambling, exact same thing. You go gamble, feels good when you win, but it feels terrible when you lose. Okay? Let's see. Religion. You go to church, right? Feels good while you're sitting in the church. Then the good feeling goes away as soon as you leave. Material possessions, exact same thing. You get something new, feels good for a while, but then it goes away, right? That good feeling. Then you get more, have to have more material possessions to get to feel good. A new relationship. Get a brand new relationship, feels great until you move in and all the bad starts happening, and that's when the fights and arguments start. The feel good goes away. And then the last one is money. You get some ka-ching, it feels good for a while. As soon as you get it, but that good feeling goes away, then you got to have more money to feel good. Those are the 12 things that people are using to try to feel good. They're all known as externals. They're outside of yourself. They will make you feel good temporarily, just like I just described to you. But that good feeling always goes away. It's always a temporary fix. There's absolutely only one thing that's going to give you permanent content feeling. You won't be happy all the time, but you'll have a permanent content feeling and give you internal peace. And that's to attain and maintain self-esteem, which is the 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily for the rest of your life. The other reason that self-esteem is the absolute most important thing you can have as a human being is you can't love without it. You can't be loved without it. So what happens is you will attract somebody just like you. If you have self-esteem, you will attract somebody with it. And here's how to tell if you have self-esteem. If you can say 4 things to yourself in the mirror, I love you, I love my inner child, I'm worthy to be loved, worthy to love, I'm full of goodness. Without hesitation, you have self-esteem. If you can't say that, you don't have self-esteem. So that's how you tell if you have it or not. So if you don't have self-esteem, then you'll attract exactly what you are. And there's not very many people running around with self-esteem because nobody's teaching it, except for Douglas Allen Bickford here in Klamath Falls, Oregon. So once you get with somebody with no self-esteem, whether you marry him, you don't marry him, after the good feeling goes away that you were bragging to everybody about when you first got in that relationship, the relationship becomes toxic without self-esteem. And then that's when the fights and the arguments start. The telling all your family and friends how terrible these people are to you. The cheating on each other. The picking up strangers to have sex with in the bar, right? The cheating on each other right in front of each other. You know, you go to dinner with your best friends and then the husband is hitting on the wife or the wife is hitting on the husband of the other person. That's all the stuff that happens once a relationship becomes toxic because the good feeling went away. Okay? And so because the relationship became toxic, you'll divorce or separate. Then the same 2 people will go jump in another relationship without self-esteem, and the exact same thing will happen. It's why you've been married more than once. It's why I've been married 4 times and divorced. It's why I've had many failed relationships. It's why you've had many failed relationships. Okay? The next thing that'll happen, that 2 that got together without self-esteem, the 2 people will stay in that relationship forever, even though they know it's bad, right? And the reason they stay is because they're codependent on each other for whatever reason, whether it's for money or sex or whatever. They can't be alone. They don't want to be a failure. They don't want to be an embarrassment to all their family and friends. They have nowhere to go and they're afraid to leave. So they stay in it forever. And then all the emotional, sexual, and physical abuse that those 2 dished out to themselves, each other, and all the children and family, just all of it just gets swept under the rug, and it never, which just means it never gets talked about, and by all the children and everything. And then it becomes a dysfunctional family at that point, and that dysfunctional families create more dysfunctional families down the line, and the cycle continues. The very last thing that'll happen is the 2 that have had many failed relationships that got in together with no self-esteem will just say, screw it, and exit out of the romantic scene, just be alone for the rest of their lives. And they'll be just as miserable alone as they were in the relationship, because you can't be content without self-esteem. You can't have internal peace. So they'll use the 12 things to try to make themselves feel good, right? And the problem is, it's always a temporary fix, like I just said, right? So there's a cure, there's a fix from self-taught psychiatrist, therapist, and counselor Douglas Allen Bickford here at Klamath Falls, Oregon. That's if all parties involved in everything I just described, to the tune of billions of people, folks, would say 4 things to themselves in the mirror daily, without fail, for the rest of their lives. And then all parties involved get this book and go through the many other concepts in this book that will make you healthy-minded. Okay? It's very cheap on Amazon. Get the book and then call me, and I can schedule your therapy sessions, and we can go through the book together. 458-232-5238. Call me. But you're going to have to get very honest with yourself, just like I said, right? And very honest with me as your psychiatrist, therapist, and counselor. So, all that said and done, I am going through this book one lesson at a time, and here's that next lesson. What does God have to do with it? Lesson 16. Everything, and this is a very important chapter, everything if you believe, nothing if you do not. For the process of learning self-esteem, either belief is acceptable. Remember, the circular model is a model of acceptance. We are where we are. We believe what we believe. It's not up to us to believe for others or to convert others to our beliefs. Unlike what the Bible says to you. Okay. This theory and my style of therapy began when I doubted the existence of God. I now very strongly believe. For me, God and good are part of the same continuum. You see what she's saying here? God is goodness. And we've been trained just the opposite, okay? All goodness comes from the God within, and we are trying to find God, find the relationship with God outside of ourselves, and that's what going to church is all about, right? When God's already living inside you, folks. For those who do not believe, please substitute the concept of goodness for God. For those who do not believe in goodness, neither this book nor the concept of self-esteem will be meaningful. Whoa! You see what she's saying? God lives inside of us already, and we're being taught and trained that you have to go to church through the Bible, the Quran, all those holy books. You have to do something to find God, but God's already inside you. And she's also saying God is goodness, okay? And this goodness was born with us, okay? And it's still in you right now, just nobody's ever told you this before. This is the first time that you've ever heard anything like this at all. Anyway, I'm going to have another lesson for you tomorrow, another chapter, another question, which is lesson 17. What is the question and what is the answer? Say 4 things to yourself in the mirror daily, folks, without fail. Get this book and call me for your first therapy session, 458-232-5238. And I can help you attain and maintain a healthy mind and encourage you and be your guide, your therapist, your psychiatrist, your friend, and help you with your journey, okay? Because once you attain and maintain self-esteem, which is the 4 things to yourself in the mirror, it will change you from the inside out if you do it and you keep doing it, okay? And remember, I specialize in emotional, sexual, and physical abuse because I'm a victim. I learned how to heal myself. I can also teach you how to heal yourself. You all have a great Tuesday out there. I'll be talking to you tomorrow.